let's discuss albums whose backs are equally as interesting or better than the covers. Hi, welcome to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It really helps. This is a thread that was kind of, well, the origin is a little bit convoluted. I saw Rachel the Ghost's video, and so I'm responding to that. First off, there weren't very many ground rules except pick 5, and I'm so sorry. I'm already breaking the rules. I couldn't pick 5. I went just through one row and I picked 25, and I had to stop because the whole reason I'm out here right now is I have to get all my vinyl in order, and if I'm good, I get to go to Amoeba Records, so I've got to be good. Anyways, I just wanted to get this out of the way or else I wouldn't stop going through all my vinyl. Okay, so I'm going to show you some that are eliminated. Right now, I really wanted to show this, right? But I decided to eliminate portraits because I just feel like on a 2D surface, we got a 3D representation of Ride the Daltrey. I thought that's cool. Phil Collins also does this, so I eliminated that. I'm also eliminating gatefolds or records where the front art continues onto the back. You get more story, but there's so many good ones of these that I just had to eliminate them. I mean, look at that art. So here's another one I'm eliminating. I just love this cover, but I love the back. I mean, this photo shows so much joy. The way it's, you know, the text, everything, that could have been the front easily. But I'm eliminating because it's a portrait, but that's a good one. For example, this is another one. Here's Naughty Tori, and then there's a close-up of her. So those were the eliminated ones. That leaves me with 20 that I'm going to show. I'm only supposed to show 5. What are we going to do? I mean, if you really want to, you could stop after 5, right? First up, Alice Cooper. Okay, that's a decent cover. I really like it. I mean, basically, it's just him with green skin. He looks like the Wicked Witch of the West. But when you turn to the back, you're getting a little bit of a story. And I think the use of this space and him being alone and then descending into hell, it's a much more interesting image. Oh, I was supposed to start with this one because this is a response to what Rachel's Ghost, because she was showing Beatles stuff and I was surprised she didn't show this one. So, okay, this is a nice cover. Really nice. But this could have equally have been the cover. Okay, Daryl Hall and John Oates, H2O, we got Sweaty Skin. I should have eliminated this for the portraits, but I think in this case, the portraits add to it since they're both dripping with sweat. I really think this could have been the album cover as well, with that being the back. Also, this gets points because notice there's no text. You don't know what the albums, the songs on the album are. I think that's bold. Get ready. Okay, that's an interesting cover. Actually, no, it's really not. Not a very good cover. The back, though, Gloria, I am so sorry, but you are scary in this picture. She looks like she needs to be on the cover of Black Sabbath's first album. I mean, that, I don't know how this says disco. Wait, is this a disco album? I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, did she go to the dark side? I don't know. Okay, but that's way more interesting because I'm just like, what is going on, Gloria? I can't understand, so I need to figure it out. Iconic cover. In fact, gorgeous. I always thought vampire when I saw this, like Barnabas Jr., but it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous cover. But when you see the back, you see a story. You see how dressed up he's successful. And then behind him, you could tell that this swing set is rusted metal, and you start to see trash. And I don't know, this tells a story. And I think this back cover is way more interesting in some ways. One of my favorite albums, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Okay, that's a great cover. Okay, so based off the art of Picasso. And then when you turn it over, you get this scene. It's just an orgy, that's all it is. It's an orgy, if you can see this, with cleverly placed leaves or clovers to block certain scenes. Okay, this is way more interesting than this. So you might think I'm perverted now because I like scenes of orgy-ness. Orgiality. Okay, here we go. This is John Fogerty. As art goes, that's pretty cool. That's a great piece. But look at the interesting art on the back. That's just a weird, creepy image. I think more so than this. And the name of the album is Eye of the Zombie. I think he's going for some kind of creepy look. And I think this is way more effective. Okay, such a cool, I mean, come on. This is a great album cover of its time. But when you look at the back, this could have easily been the cover, right? You could have had Fifth Dimension up here, the Age of Aquarius. So it's hard to see at first glance, but they're all five staring up at a ceiling mirror. And then you get the band in a circle. I mean, that's pretty cool. I like this picture better than this one. Okay, yeah, I got this for $1. I love Yvonne. There she is. It's a great picture, right? But look at that back cover. It's just, she's swinging and wild abandon. Look at the cover colors. Look at her dress swirling, her hair. I think that image is way more interesting. The Cure, the top, great cover. Look at the back. Look at the back art. This ring reminds me of, like, you know, the Elvish writing in Lord of the Rings. And you've got the same art, but you've got this, like, ring motif because it is a top, right? I think that's equally as good. Creedence, undeniably great shot. Out of focus. But when you see the band photos on the back, these photographs are really interesting. They're so well done, each one of them. The color, the placement, just the focus. I really think these are 4 well done portraits, and this back is equally as interesting as the front. John Cougar. Now I know, there you go, John Cougar. He was like, somebody sent him to hell in a recent video. Okay, John Cougar in this. This is not interesting. This is not a good cover. But on the back, you get more Edith Massey. Okay, come on, she's the egg lady. She's only a little bit here, but wow, you get so much more of the egg lady right there. Judas Priest, beautiful cover. Every time I look at this, I'm amazed that the central image is made with paper, right? And when at first glance, that doesn't register. To be honest, I wish this were a clearer image, and I wish the colors would pop more. But on the back, you get an equally interesting image because, right, you see these blocks, and when you look at them closely, you see that they're boxes. They're plain white boxes. So the imagery on this album is they're using plain office products to create an image. And to me, this is really interesting. Great cover. Kind of negative, right? Okay. But look at this back. On first glance, okay, this is not a great picture. All of this had to be set up. All of these represent what's going on in the songs. I mean, they had to gather all these people together, get them up, dress them up in costumes, pose and hold the pose. Because if you go around to each group, they're each doing something different. I just think this is ultimately a way more interesting cover because of the stories they tell. And then you can take it further because while you're listening to the album, each song you're going to be like, oh, this one represents that song. Okay, a childhood favorite, Iron Maiden, Power Slave. Come on, you cannot deny that that is beautiful art that you could stare at for a long time just looking at all the details. And then I want to focus you in on this, not because I'm perverted per se, but there's this strategically placed hole right there, right? And when you flip the album, you realize that now you're most likely royalty or maybe one of the sacrificial victims, and you're looking out, and so you've got the image reversed and you're seeing inside from out. And I just thought that was so neat. In some way transport you there more than just a single image. This alter image gives you more of a complete picture. Judy Collins. But look at the back. I really like that picture, and I think that easily could have been the album cover. Uh-oh, I'm cheating. I've shown this one before. Look, Judy Collins with her anime eyes staring into you. I mean, those eyes are gigantic. And then when you look at the back, she's looking up at herself, and it's just, you have to stop and think, like, what is she trying to say here? Like, what is the idea behind it? It just takes the front image and makes it more mysterious and more interesting. The Chapin Sisters. Okay, this cover is absolutely stunning. It's the Chapin Sisters A Date with the Everly Brothers. So they cover all Everly Brothers songs. The back image is equally gorgeous. Sorry, let me get that in there. Look at that. Are you ready for the last one? It's not like a big bang. I should have put them in order better. We're going with the Buggles, Adventures in Modern Recording. So this is not the album that has Video Killed the Radio Star, but it's really good. It does have I Am a Camera. I think that was a hit. But the reason I like this is, again, it's like the Iron Maiden one. You see this image on the front and you start to, try to envision a story. And you notice that the front of the glass is broken out and you start to see some kind of alternate reality, like a visual. And then you also see that in the glass pieces. And then when you flip it over, it's the image in reverse. And now this is reality. And then this is into the camera, and you see, it's like the Matrix. You start to question, well, which one is the real reality? The front and the back equally complement the theme of this album. So thank you for watching. I know I was only supposed to do 5, and I did 20, and I also cheated because I had like 4 more, 25, and I even put some back. But if you enjoyed this video, please join the thread. Please take the time to watch some of my other videos.